Welcome to Lafette Custom Uncensored. Today we're working on the 1940 Dodge. We have the motor. It's 302 on a F100, 78 F100 frame. As we had the clip on it earlier, I did not have enough room to put my radiator with my front clip on, so we're going to move the motor back. I've already taken out all the bolts. There was 2 bolts right here, 2 bolts down here, right here, and right here. 2 more bolts down there, and then transmission mount back there. I took a bolt out on each side. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna slide it, pick it up. I'm gonna have to grind up under here because I'm not gonna be able to get a bolt back in. I'm gonna have to weld that part of the bracket, and we'll put this bolt hole in that hole and drill holes for the back. So right now I'm gonna try to lift it up, and we'll go from there. Not really sure what it's gonna do. Kind of looks like it's cocking over to one side a little bit. It is. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lay it back down a little bit and readjust my chain. Not quite in the center. We'll move it back one. See if that helps it lift it up a little straighter. Okay, try it again. You go easy when it comes up. Yeah, want to. We're gonna have to go down with it one more time. Oh, didn't want it quite go down that fast. All right, move it back one more. Hopefully this is gonna make a difference. I really don't want it twisting as it comes up. Get more that way. It should bring that side up more. Go up with it again. Uh-oh. Okay. Good there. We're gonna try to slide this over this way a little bit. That ain't gonna happen. Okay. All right, so we're up a little bit. Fine. I still want to go up with it some more. I tell you, I didn't know this about Fords. Now I don't know if it's all of them or what. But this is a 78 F100 frame. I said that already, but this motor's not centered in the front of this in this frame right here. I didn't know that. First one I've ever worked on. I think we got it loose. Go back here and check the transmission mount. It looks like it's transmission moving, but the mount's not moving. So what's going on with that? Okay, it is. All right, so that's good. Oh, it's hey, what? Let me leave that open right there like that. Yeah, that's good right there. So let's go up with it a little more. Maybe just a little bit. I'm gonna try to get where I can grind right there because I'm gonna have to weld up under these bottom parts of this mount. That's pretty good over here. Come this way a little bit, but that's fine. Going up with it just a little more. Not gonna hit anything in the back. We're going up with it. Put that right there. Okay, that right there is good. Let me my flapper wheel out of the way. I'm just gonna grind a little bit right here where the motor mount's gonna go. Get all that paint stuff off right there where I be able to weld it. I'll do the same thing on this side. Okay, I'm gonna try to go over the motor a little bit. It's not quite up on this side of the way. I think that'll get it right there. All this stuff hanging down in the way really ain't good. There we go. Okay. Right there looks good. Should be able to weld that. All right, so now I'm gonna let the motor. Golly, I'm dropping transmission fluid out in the back. Golly. All right, so I'm gonna drop it down. That was a boo-boo. That was a boo-boo. So we'll have to remember that. So let me get some oil dry real quick. So when you lift the motor and you don't have a drive shaft in the back, guess what happens? Transmission fluid comes out. And now we have a mess. Good thing about it is, just put it back in there, it'll be fine. Got it all over me too. Of course, that right there, I'll be honest with you, that couple minute experience. I haven't done a lot of work on automatic transmissions or forward motors. That's what I'm going to blame it on. But I am going to learn because I am doing it. All right, so that'll get us good for now on the leakage. I'm going to borrow this rag right here. Wipe this transmission fluid off. And then we'll move the motor back and try to get it lined up. All right. There. All right, so I think we're good on this. What I'm going to try to do, I'm going to try to move the motor stand straight back just a little bit. Okay. And I'm going to have to come back here and move the transmission mount. Let it slide back some, I think. Yep, just like that. Barely picked up on it, it slid right back. Okay. Let's see what we look like. All right, so I still haven't went back far. This right here will just about touch that right there. I get it where I want it. Hope I've got enough cut off back there already. Put it angle a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna move the transmission mount again, let it come on back some more. Okay, pretty good right there. That moved a pretty good bit. We'll see what she looks like. Okay, yeah, getting close. So we're gonna go back about another ½ inch. Let me look, make sure we're not gonna hit. We are close back here. Real close right there. But it is gonna go down just a little bit. See how that goes. Needs to go back a little more. Thanks. I may not have cut enough off the firewall. I'm gonna let it down just a little bit. Okay, yeah. Just go over that way a little bit. I'd like to go back a little further. Maybe just a little bit. Come back here. Same thing again, we'll pick up on this cross member right here and let it slide back a little more. It'll be pretty nice right there. Uh-oh. They're not hitting anywhere right there. That's good. All right, now looking, we're hitting these brake lines. I'll twist them a little bit out of the way. We're gonna redo them. All right, so that looks good. So let's go down with it. Let me see what this side looks like. I better go and put this in there. They not look. Okay, so we're not quite back far enough on this side. And we are hitting the transmission dipstick on the firewall. Okay, so that's a problem. It's not going to go down much more. All right, so what I'm going to have to do, I'm going to have to cut a little bit more of that out, unfortunately. Actually, I think the rest of it be good. Let me go on like this. That's what I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna drop it down and see what it looks like all the way down. We'll go from there on that because it looks pretty. It's still pretty high on this side. It'll make a big difference. So I'm gonna put. I can't line my hole up on this side. All right. Okay. I like the way that looks. Let's see what we got here. All right, we're not touching here. Still on the transmission dipstick. I'm gonna have to cut it just a little bit. Yep, because we got to come back a little more. Yep. I'm gonna jack it up just a little bit. Try to pull it back out. Okay, I'll do the same thing on the transmission. Now pick it up and hopefully slide it forward a little bit. Yep. Okay. All right. I said we're gonna need any tools, but I was wrong. So I'm gonna get my cutoff wheel right here. Change it out. I'm gonna need glasses, ear protection, and all that good stuff. Unplug this while I change this out. I actually took this out of the truck the other day and it got a safety thing on it. And obviously it was where it needed to go for the trigger to be pushed. I picked it up and it come on. Luckily it didn't hit nothing. Definitely got to wear ear protections because this is loud in that truck. And eye protection too, because there's no telling where these parts will go. I'm just going to cut a little rectangle out to get it out of the way real quick. And we'll push it on back. No, shouldn't take just a minute to do this. right, cut that out. Let's cut a little square out. We're gonna redo all that in the front once we get everything where it needs to go and running and all that. We'll put the floor in and make all that pretty and functional and all that good stuff. What was that? Oh yeah. So we're done with that. So I'm gonna sit this down, get this out of the way. All right, so let's go back up with it. I'm gonna push it back in. Some cords out of the way. Okay, from this side, you can see what I'm doing with the transmission. Really just not a whole lot. Picking it up and letting it come on back a little bit, like that. See where we're at. Have to come back just a little bit more. Looks like we got room now, though. Okay. Yeah. All right. So I can put that in there. Can let this down. Run it. All right. Right. Oh, and right there. Go ahead and let it down. Pretty good. All right, so what I'm gonna do now, go look at the transmission mount and all that, get that centered on the frame and clamp it and drill some holes out. All right, that's pretty good work. I'm gonna check everything, make sure everything's good, not touching. That's where it needs to go. Everything clear. Yeah. That right there is close. Okay. Do something about that. Yeah, pretty close right there. Valve covers on my firewall right there. I'm gonna leave that alone right now. It's just barely touching it. I'll cut that out later. I think we're good as far as where everything sits. Said I'm gonna go ahead and put clamps on this back here. Put where I can put bolts back here, and then I'll put bolts up there. What I'm gonna do right here is I'm gonna try to clamp this thing right in the hole. That way when I unclamp it, it'll have a mark right there where I'm gonna drill my hole at. Way too far out. I tell you what, I'll start on this side so you can see what I'm doing. So that's right there where the hole's at. So I'm gonna put that right there. It's not exactly where the hole's at, but that'll give me a something to go by. Because I'll put the hole right there in front, right there, and I'll be able to, it's got a little bit of a slide right there. So if it's not exactly right, Did the slide it frontwards and backwards a little bit, so it's not exactly right. We can adjust it. I'll do the same thing on this side. I'm gonna clamp it right at the beginning of the hole in the back. That way I'll have something to go by to drill the hole. All right, so I'm gonna get out and drill the hole from up under it with my step drill bit. I'm gonna have to slide in from this side over here. I can't hardly get up under there real good. I'll do this side on both sides, and not the other side is let me get this thing started real quick. In just a second, I'll put my glasses on when I get out of the way. Uh-oh. Reason I ain't got no power. Okay. All right. Well, let me come back out. That stink. I ain't got no power. Okay. Does that work now? Off my mark. Silver marker. Put this back on real quick. Okay. I'm gonna use the vice grips to let me know where to drill my hole. Mark it a little bit in front of it. Take things out of the way. Probably should have drilled the pilot hole. Matter of fact, I'm gonna have to. Man, I'm slacking today. All right, so I'm gonna get a pilot hole drilled. How about that? A great one bolt. Yeah. All right, so it's not quite big enough. Do it a little more. that bolt's in, and come out and put a washer and nut on it, and then we'll plug it up by hand. And then well, this is where it needs to go. We'll all right, that's perfect. We'll go up front and take the line up tool out of the way, and put us a bolt in the hole. Just keeping a little tension on it. I don't want it to move. Bolt down in the hole like that. And I have to reach from this side. This thing right here is kind of a pain to get to. I will let you know what I have to do to get to it, though. You have to go around this and up under something and inside of this. Get this bolt on there. It barely has enough room for a wrench. When you're taking that off, you got a little short wrench. It's a 9/16. Little short wrench would be very, very helpful right there. Okay, so I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. I'll move my line up tool and hopefully get a bolt in the hole. Yeah, perfect. Goes right in there. We'll do the same thing over here. At the line, drop the bolt. I mean, in that. Yeah, there we go. Thank you. All right, I'm gonna go back up under here again. Very hard to get to, like I said. This actually has a line that gets in the way. I have to get my hand all the way under it like this. Wow, that is some way to get that. Okay. Same thing, you have to go this peeler's way to get your arm up in there. Like I said, this the same way. You need a small, short wrench to tighten it up. Be very helpful. And I'll drill a hole right here and put a bolt in that. Problem on the other side is that when this truck was built, it had a power steering mechanism bolted here, so it's got reinforced right here. So that's going to compromise my bolt hole here. Not sure what I'm going to do there yet, but I will have it bolted here and welded there. 2 bolts and welded on the bottom, and the bolts in the back. So we'll figure out what we're going to do that later. Maybe put a kind of bracket across there and bolt it on the side. Not sure. But it's back where it needs to go. Hopefully now we'll be able to put a radiator in the front. Trying to think of what's going to be next on this. Not real sure. Definitely want some ideas. I'm trying to decide whether to do these wheels or aluminum steel wheels. Love your input on it. I don't think these go with it now after looking around. Definitely want your subscription, like, share. Definitely want your comments. That's it for today. Thank you. Have a good day.